Tishana Tribe, Rita Mavunda here with another story time. I wish there was like a little thing that we could make it look like that. Maybe we can. Anyways, so this is more of a story of during COVID when we were in real lockdown right here. So there was some parts of the world where their lockdown was nuts because of this Wuhan disease virus. And then, there are some places where people were just walking around like whatever, right? So for us here, everything was shut down for like almost 2 years, right? Meaning they locked us in Nairobi. We were not allowed to leave the county. And if you were outside the county, you couldn't come inside. All the planes were grounded. We toyed around with different levels of curfews. So some of the places, the curfews were like, I think we were at 11 p.m., then it was like 7 p.m., some places it was 5 p.m., and, Nairobi is truly people in the streets out here. There's a lot of stuff to do out here. There's a lot of places to go kick it. Now, the Wuhan virus has definitely closed down some places, but new places have popped up. But this is definitely a situation where you ain't never going to be bored. You're not going to be bored. You always going to have somewhere to go, something to do, and go get into something. You know what I mean? And even if this is not a place where people are really open to like talking to strangers and just kicking it, there's always going to be some place, and it's like all over the city, right? So anyways, there was this one of these days we were at, it was during curfew, and a friend of mine was having like a little birthday get together or whatever for himself. And this was when's his birthday? I think his birthday is like November or something like that, right? So it was like around back then. And we had all gone to this bar called Alchemist. And, Alchemist, it's like there's one of these like indoor, outdoor type of situations, right? Where like, like you're inside, but you could still see the sky because it's still open. You know what I mean? Like one of those, and has like little different levels and stuff. So anyways, we were in there, and now this was when the curfew was at 7. This is when curfew was at 7, right? So generally, like at around like 6 o'clock, gosh, getting an Uber was chaotic. Some of the guys wouldn't even pick you up because after they've dropped you, they still got to go schlep out to their places, right? So generally, even though it's a 7 p.m. curfew, if you're really trying to get home before that curfew, before these cops come a knocking, you got to be out of these places. You had to be out of these places by like 5:30, the latest, right? So we popped up over there for his happy hour birthday. Everybody's there, whoop, 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 drinking, some folks smoking cigarettes, still so cool, which again, it's just the worst habit, but whatever. So they're out there just hanging out or doing whatever. And then now, it's like every man for himself at this curfew hour, y'all. Like, it's every man for himself. I'm not playing. Look, like, I'm not getting caught out here, all right? I'm not getting my ass beat by nobody's police, let alone no policeman with them big-ass, padded African hands, okay? Now, it might sound a little fucked up, but, like, you ever seen, like, a real African man's hand? Them bitches, it ain't just like a hand. That shit is padded for force, all right? Just saying, whatever. Not trying to get my stuff all messed up with that, whatever. So now it's like every man for himself, right? So my friend, one of his friends, he was from Namibia. He orders like a whole bottle of wine, y'all, at like 5:30. And I was like, oh God. And I'm looking at my friend like, you ain't gonna let him know? Like, y'all not gonna finish that? Like, this is about to get shut down. So I'm over here, like I said, every man for himself. So I'm on my phone, just getting my Uber. Like, let me not fuck around. Like, you guys can play. Like I said, African hands. I'm not getting hit, right? So I'm like going through my thing, whatever. So I ordered the car, and I was like, all right, let me go and use the bathroom before I hop onto this bike, because you never know, right? And these are those things, like when you learn in like big cities, right? It's like, even if you don't have to use the bathroom, go use the bathroom. Because look, if that train gets stuck underground, you're going to be stuck underground. You don't want to be stuck underground. You got to go pee. You never know. Anyway, so I was like, let me go pee real quick, and then I'm going to step out. Right? So we're at the end of the bar, and the door is on one side, right? And the bathroom is right in the middle. So I leave from the end, and I go into the bathroom, I pop a squat, and I'm mid-pop squat, and my phone's ringing. I'm looking, I hang it up, he calls again. So I'm like, what? bro, you can't tell you're a driver, but it's like, sir, I'm just finishing up some lady business. So he's like, girl, you need to come outside right now. I was like, bro, I'm coming. Mind you, all, I got my panties around my ankles. Like, fam, I'm coming. So I get out of the bathroom, and y'all, in that little 5 minutes, the club is in chaos. The club is in chaos, y'all. The club is in chaos. Now, y'all know I'm a defense attorney, and once a PD, always a PD. My spidey senses went on, said, oh, shit. I don't want no parts of this, okay? I don't want no parts of this. So now, I come out the bathroom, and I put my back flat against the wall, all right? I put my back flat against the wall, and I just start moving across the wall. From the front of the gate, the club gets bum rushed by, it's like, I don't know which kind of police they are, because it's not like the regular guys in blues. These guys pop up in full fatigues, and they got rifles, y'all, okay? They got rifles. It's not no handguns and Glocks. They got full-on rifles on them, strapped to their back, and it must have been like 10 of them in the club, okay? I see these men in the fatigues with the rifles. Look, y'all. Every man for himself. I back myself up onto that wall. And I shimmy across the wall, right? I'm shimmying. I'm quiet like a cockroach, y'all. Quiet. Scuttle to the end. Now, all of them are past me. Yo, I literally scuttled behind one of the speakers. Get to the gate. They're about to lock the gate. I put my foot in before it shuts the gate. I just squeeze my ass in between the little gate, and I run outside. There's a big-ass paddy wagon full of police outside, and there's my Uber guy. Like, madam, come. Yo, I jump into the car. And now the cab driver, he's like, that's why I was calling you. That's why I was calling you. He's like, right when I pulled up, that paddy wagon pulled up, and it was some jump out boys, and they bum rushed inside the thing. They were about to lock the doors. Everybody inside, they were about to arrest. Fuck all of that. Not today. Okay? So now I get into the car, and I'm calling my friend. I said, y'all gotta run. Y'all gotta go. There's police in there. He picks up the phone, and it's just chaos. You can hear it in the background, right? Some girl is screaming. There is just noise. I mean, literally, I was like, are you okay? Did you get out? He was like, I'm gonna call you right back. Oh, God. But it's curfew time, right? So it's not like you can sit there and wait for somebody, because we gotta be in the house. So now this rider is running it over to the crib. I get out. It's like now 6:30 or something by the time I get home. That rider has to get back. So now I'm calling homeboy. I was like, did y'all get home? Did y'all get home? Y'all. So now I get him on the phone. I was like, what happened? So he was like, girl, you shimmied out and squeezed and scuttled yourself out of here. These cops come inside. One of the cops pulls out a bullwhip. First of all, I didn't even know cops even walked around with that, right? Like, I was thinking a taser or like, I don't know, like one of those billy clubs, but a bullwhip. Oh, what is that? What is that? Anyways, he said that police pulled out that bullwhip and just crack, fucking people up. Just cracking on people. Y'all ain't supposed to be out here. Bah! Where y'all at? Bah! He said one of the bullwhip cracks hit some girl, cracked her clothes open, y'all. Her clothes fell apart. That was the screaming I heard in the background while I heard him, because he saw them and he was running out the club, watching them beat this girl, cracked open her clothes. She's screaming, I work for the UN. What are y'all doing? It was melee and chaos. During the COVID times. Why? Because people just wanted to be outside, have a drink, and connect with some folks. And that Wuhan virus and all the dictations they bought down, y'all better be in the house. Imagine going to the club. You don't even, like, I've been to a club where it's been shot up, okay? Where it's like, fuck you, bounce. This was in DC, and this was back in the early 2000s. If you know, you know. You remember there was parts of DC you wasn't supposed to be at. Boom. I don't play those games. My spidey senses are fully honed, okay? If I was a ninja, black belt, okay? See some shit, I'm out. I'm not gonna sit here trying to figure it out. I'm not one of those helpful Samaritans like, hey, what's going on, guys? Like, do we need to talk? Nah. Deuces, I'm out, I'm gone, not playing no games. I'm not trying to get caught out here. I know what these things all end up because I get the arrest forms, you know what I'm saying? So, not doing it. Anyways, that, ladies and gentlemen, was my story time. And this is when we were in Alchemist during the COVID lockdowns. It was terrifying, and learned my lesson. Get the fuck out. You don't need to be out there. You remember how your mom said, bring your ass home? Why are you outside? You don't need to be outside. There's a reason why. Anyways, like, subscribe, trust your tribe. We're here. Story time. Done. Go back to work. Bye.